What is wrong with our internet? The only difference between... Heck, this problem happened last time I streamed too. And the only difference between that stream and the stream before it was that we got those stupid Xfinity pods. It's literally the only difference. And I swear, if that's the problem, like, my stepdad is gonna get super pissed off, because those weren't cheap. And if they're actively making the internet connection worse, I do not want to be in the same room as him when he hears that news, if that is the case. And that's all I'll say. So now, assuming that it doesn't want to disconnect anymore, my phone's going off a ton. Let's open up the... Let's do the badge arcade. Why not? That'll be a good test of the 3DS. Make sure it hasn't kicked the bucket yet. Yep, stylus fell out. Because there's a little bit of an oddity with my 3DS now. I haven't played it in like a month or so. I haven't played it since like the last time I streamed Platinum. And then I went to test it, and I pressed the power button on it, and it wouldn't turn on. Well, no, it turned on just fine. It was turning off that had a problem. That's a new one, though. Oh god, this might be loud. Oh no, I don't have audio transfer mode enabled. So let's fix that. So that's loud in my ears, but I don't think it's loud on stream. So I'm gonna mute my mic while I test it. Okay, so yeah, the 3DS is really quiet. Apparently the only way I can fix that is to boost the rest of my desktop audio. So I'm gonna set that to 90, and hopefully that's better. Might be able to fix this in the future. Also, I just realized I need to move the top screen over like a pixel on the stream view here. Which means I could probably make the bottom screen bigger by a pixel in the future. But yeah, I'll do some badge arcade real quick, just to, you know, show that the 3DS capture card is still working. I can still use it. I also need to update this, that way it says I'm playing the badge arcade. Because that's an improvement with this computer. I don't have this window selected, and it's not glitching. Yeah, it actually does not glitch anymore if it's not the active window. I don't know if that was just a RAM problem, if it was a CPU problem. I have no idea why it was doing that, but it was doing that. But yeah, now this thing can capture audio without needing the aux cable. That's another improvement that I have now. I could potentially enable the upscaling that the software has, but then I'd need to redo all of my crops. Like, so I'm only capturing the 3DS and I don't have like the dead space around it or the no signal text. Yeah, I'll probably show this off like once I actually finish doing the badge arcade here today. But I had a mild panic attack trying to set this capture card up on this computer. Because at first it was like, capture card not found. And of course my immediate thought is, oh god, did the capture card fry because I wasn't using it? Did something get into it? Was it too humid? Did I not take care of it properly and it's suddenly not working? Then I just experimented what USB it's plugged into, and now instead of being plugged into one of my case USBs on the computer, it's plugged into a 2.0 hub, which is plugged directly into the motherboard. So for some reason, a lot of my capture devices don't like to be plugged into the case. They like to either be plugged directly into the motherboard or into a hub that is in the motherboard. So I'm guessing that means something about the USB controller, which I'm guessing is a SATA cable, is odd on this case. It's literally all I can guess. And it's all guesswork because I'm not a computer whiz. I just realized the time isn't displaying on this scene. Why not? Name when. Yeah, why isn't the time? Add display capture, add existing time. Oh, that fixed it. Whatever. Now the time is there. Sure, let's go for Gengar. Knowing my luck with this game, it's probably not gonna work. You know, it's working better than I thought it would. But watch, I'm gonna go for Gengar, and it's gonna slip right out of the claw. It's almost like I've played a ton of hours into this, and it was the only reason why I would consistently turn on my 3DS for at least a year. Yeah! I know how this game works. No, I would not like to pay. I've never spent a cent on this game. God help me, I never will. Like, I'm happy that the Arcade Bunny was able to be immortalized in Smash, but I wish Nintendo would do more with their home menu in the on the Switch. Like, I get why they're doing nothing with it. They don't want it to take up too much data on the Switch itself. So that way, you know, there can be more, you know, available resources for the games. That way they load in faster. Want to be games first, extra media second. I get that. Especially since, you know, they're pioneering a mostly untapped area of the market where they're trying to bring console experiences on the go. Unless you want it to cost a ton of money, you need to be conservative of your processing power and your whatever have you. That said, you could try to do like some kind of miniaturized, like, here's an idea. What if you have like a full-blown like cool home menu while you don't have any games loaded? Like, if there's no suspended games in the background, you have this cool menu that you can look at. It has a lot of things. But whenever you have a game suspended, you have a light home menu. Again, the only problem I can see with this is that this would take up file size on the Switch's internal memory, and it's already small enough to begin with. And you kind of can't retroactively go in and say, hey, now this won't take up as much file size when you're adding more to it. The only thing I could see them doing would be releasing a hardware revision of the Switch, which would address the memory concerns. Try getting out of this one, Gengar. Well, at least I got one new badge today. Alright, so now I can just kind of talk about, like, the reason why I had a mini panic attack whenever I was testing this offline. Yep, it's still happening. And it happened there again. So, you know, in case you don't own a 3DS, or you've never had a 3DS, or whatever, it's not supposed to just auto turn off like that. That screen there where it tells you to power off, it's only supposed to auto turn off if you're holding the power button, which I wasn't. You're supposed to tap the screen where it says power off, and then it will power off. I don't know why my system is doing this now. Right now, if that's the only problem the system has, then okay, could be worse. But, knock on wood, I don't want it to get worse. Gently unplug micro USB from the 3DS. Capture device is removed. Capture device not found. And we're going to close out 3DS capture and move back on over to the HDMI, which I also appropriated to playing Sonic Adventure 2, the Steam version. And I would jokingly say, okay, now I'm going to plug in the Xbox 360 and play Sonic Adventure 2 on that. But the problem is I don't have... Okay, I have a spare HDMI cable. It doesn't use a proprietary one. I don't have Sonic Adventure 2 on the Xbox 360. I would get it on the Xbox 360, but I don't have it on the Xbox 360. So instead, I'm going to plug in the Switch, and I have no idea what I'm going to play. Also got to turn my TV back on, and actually swap to the screen, the HDMI video source. So yeah, again, I have no idea why my 3DS just turns off like that. Again, it's not really an inconvenience, because if I'm ever on that screen, I'm you know, trying to turn the system off anyway. But mostly because that's not how it's... Oh god, what happened to the colors? What is wrong with the colors here? Like, I thought this imported all of my video settings from, Yeah, I thought this imported all my settings from my other computer, so okay. I gotta do some real-time color correction, because what in the name of God? Okay. So yeah, I bought a kind of cheap no-name... I bought a no-name capture card, because I didn't have a lot of money to spend with, and I really wanted to capture HDMI. So now that means I need to fiddle with video settings. Till I get it looking about right. I think that's looking better, but still not correct. I think that's about as good as I had it before. See, like, whenever I look at my video feed, I can see just how, you know, artifacted it is. Just how crunchy everything looks. When I look at it on my phone... Okay, now I can see how artifacted it is now that I turn the brightness up. But, yeah. I need to get an actually good HDMI capture card at some point. Also, how loud is the HDMI coming in? Right, I forgot. For some reason, it doesn't like doing HDMI audio either, so I have to literally play that through OBS. But what better way to test the HDMI than to play some Breath of the Wild. But before I do, I don't think I have any bad pictures I can show. Yep, I'm glad I did this. I need to delete some Korok videos so I have space for more Korok videos. God, it feels so weird having double audio. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I'll delete 5 for now. Just updating what game I'm playing here. I like how one of the default tags for this game is stealth. I mean, yeah, there's stealth elements, but I wouldn't exactly call it a stealth game. Let's see, to Bantha Frontier. What was I doing? Oh, yes. I was doing the Champions Ballad DLC. Still haven't beaten Calamity Ganon yet. Let's see here. Oh god, it feels so weird having delayed audio. Give me a second. Oh right, I'm not getting any audio from my TV because the headphones are still plugged in. Better fix. go. Now I have audio. Alright, so what do I have to do in this DLC again? I already took the compendium pictures for, yeah, these things. I need to find these locations. And any Koroks along the way. Keep forgetting what all the buttons do. So obviously one of them is in here. And I have no idea where those other ones are. Like, I already did, Urbosa's song. As you can see by the pictures here, and the fact that I have mold, whatever the heck this thing was called again. So I basically have to look through here a ton, and hope I can recognize where these landmarks are. Though this picture looks particularly blurry. Okay, it doesn't look like Abara North Summit. Is it up here? Ooh, wait a minute. Wait. This part right here, this thing. That looks familiar. I just hope I can recognize it on the top graphic map. Yeah. There it is. It's this thing. So it's looking for Hebra Peak, or Hebra Peak. The question is where? Okay, so there's rocks. It's on that side of the mountain. So somewhere around here. And then as for the last one, grass on one side, snow on the other. If I had to guess, I'd say that'd be somewhere around here. Here. Ish. But I think this is like grassy on this side. Okay, well I have a clear picture of this one, so I can like run off somewhere. Just look back at the picture I have. So I'm gonna check around the ridge of... I'm going the wrong way. There we go. Go check the ridge of the canyon where you find the Forgotten Temple. You get the hero's clothes. Or, sorry, the Tunic of the Wild. I really wish you could enhance the Tunic of the Wild. Wait, no, I think you can. I think more what I mean is, I wish it had bonuses that didn't require enhancing to unlock. I've not enhanced it yet, so I don't know if it'll give me a bonus. But I hope whatever bonus it gives, if it gives a bonus, is good. And worth me not just wearing the barbarian top and legs whenever I just walk around. Because the Korok mask only comes off in combat. Oh, the wind is really blowing. Ah, great. Oh, this Alphos. I'm far enough into the game that I can't just throw Wolf Link at it and tell him to deal with them for me. Can I? Oh, cool. Oh god, that video feed looks crap. And again, it's kind of a my fault thing because I bought a crappy no-name HDMI cable or HDMI capture card because I didn't have money to spend, and all the ones that seemed to have been reputable were like twice the price. What sword am I using? Okay, good. As long as I'm not wasting use on the Master Sword at the moment. So yeah, this is mostly just a test stream today. If I ever want the proper stream Breath of the Wild, I'll probably do the Wii U version and mod it. Maybe play as Linkle. Right, this isn't the right side of the ridge. Oh look, it's the dragon! He's going the other way. And there's the Yiga clan. If only the dragon was going in my direction. Because I need more of their scales for upgrading the barbarian armor. Alright, so this is where I would have guessed that point was taking me, where it was like a canyon on one side, snow on the other, or snow on one side of a canyon. Oh wait, there's snow. I might actually not be an idiot after all. And there's a Korok somewhere. Cool. Where? Is it on this thing? Yep, it's on this thing. Ah! Oh, look, there's a dragon again. He looks so small compared to the ravine. He's so big once you get over to him. Ah! Stay on the thing, Link. I'm not gonna post this to Twitter right now. I'll post it when I'm done streaming. But I need to remember I can only record 5 of these. Alright, back on track. There's another... Welcome to like 90% of me playing this game. Oh, I found the Korok. Oh, there's another Korok. And it's up here. That's 2 out of 5. If I find 5 Koroks, I'm just gonna stop playing Breath of the Wild and play something else. Any more? Any more? Doesn't look like it. Oh look, I'm far enough away that he despawns. Unless he just appeared somewhere else and I don't know where. God, the audio for the HDMI is so quiet. Where's the snow? I was promised snow. Instead, there's just cedars. Oh, there's... Is that snow? Yeah, that's snow. Okay. There is indeed snow. Kinda surprised there isn't a Korok under that. Alright, so... I had to guess, I'd say it's around right... there. Also, yeah, that white flash, I'm not sure if it showed up on the stream, but it showed up on my TV. That's just something that my capture card does. Ah. Alright, where? Where? Oh god, there's a Blizzrobe. Oh, there it is, I see it. Do I have a... Yes, I do. That's 3 out of 5. I'd like to at least do one of the DLC shrines. Hopefully I don't run into 2 more Koroks. Also, is there another Korok in the vicinity that my mask would have picked up? That's a thing that'll happen. That there'll be 2 Koroks really close to each other, and you'll go and find one. You'll think that there is only the one, but then you go back, because you second guess yourself, and it starts shaking again. That is a thing that can and will happen. So yeah, looking at the game in motion on my capture card, doesn't look too bad. However, whenever I have to look at still images, oh my god, it looks terrible. Oh, who's that? Oh, what's this? Oh, so that's just the game's way of telling me that the dragon comes through here. Other than me seeing that the dragon comes through here. Well, at least now I know what happens at night. So I would have thought he would have given me a quest like, hey, can you, like, do something about it? And then I'll shoot him with an arrow. And it won't really do anything about it. Alright, let's get some better climbing gear on, make this faster. There they are. Right. There we go. Ooh, not enough. Where is... still climbing somewhat faster. That's all I really need. Now I need to put on both layers, just so that way whenever I fight, I don't have to use my flame sword. Also, I'm excited for Breath of the Wild too, somewhat. I'm more worried about having to go through Hyrule again, because this place is huge. You know. It's down there, and if I jump down there and it's not actually down there, it's gonna take forever to climb back up. But I don't seem to see it around up here. So, here is typically what I do in this kind of situation. Well, if I have to reload, I could see if I could get a trick shot, and... except he's gonna be under a rock, isn't he? Yep. It's number 4. Usually I don't, like, do 5 and then post them in batches. I will post them as I find them. But because I'm live right now, I don't feel like bogging it down with a witty or not witty Twitter post. Let's post them all in bunches, maybe give them names. Where is this point I'm supposed to be at? Lower ledge by the little indentation. Oh, am I supposed to be over here? Okay. At least it's not that far away. Let's get up to about that distance, and then I'll put on the Ravio hood. Not sure if you could hear the people outside. Not sure if you can hear me either. Now I'm sure you can hear me. Still not sure if you can hear the people outside. I hope you can't. It's not like they're saying anything bad or anything, but I hope that they don't say something bad. Wait a minute. If that's where I was supposed to go, then why didn't it appear when I was already there? That's where the guy told me about the dragon. And there was nothing there. Oh, is the puzzle literally just to see the dragon at night and it'll point me in the right direction or something? Oh god, that looks like a Korok puzzle down there. That totally is a Korok puzzle down there. Alright, here's what I do when I notice a Korok puzzle and I don't want to solve it right now. Well, now I know that one is there. But more importantly, I have to figure out what this puzzle is supposed to be. Oh look, there's another rock wall. I doubt this is going to be what I'm actually supposed to be doing. Look, sometimes I like seeing the low poly graphics that they put out in the distance. Oh, while I wait for that dragon, I can see what's in this rock wall. Hopefully it's not a Korok. I say that as I still need like another 400 some Koroks before I'm done with the game. The mask isn't going off yet, so that's a good sign. Oh, loot. Cool. Literally. Well, I guess I am waiting until night to give this dragon a piece of my mind. Except there's another rock wall. I don't want to break it. Damn it, Wolf Link! Alright. I don't see anything else that could indicate what I'm supposed to do for this shrine to show up. So again, I'm gonna guess that has something to do with the dragon. Did you eat all the meat, or is there any left over there? Considering the fact that you're not fully healed yet, I'm assuming there's still some left over here. Except there's not. Next time, don't stand so close to my bombs. Alright, now where is this dragon? I forget which one this is. Lookout duty is tough. You just stand here. I've been on lookout duty before. You just sit there. Also, since I don't need the... radar to be telling me when shrines are nearby anymore, why don't I set this to look for... I believe it's Dinrar. Yeah, Winrar. Probably set it to something else in the future, because just knowing when Dinral is nearby, it's kind of already a no-brainer. But yeah, I believe I need to be somewhere around here for this puzzle, and it has something to do with Dinrar. I am not going all the way over there to get that. It's always the biggest problem with falling stars, is that they always come at the most inconvenient times. I don't even know what I use them for. Come on. When's Din something or other gonna show up? You know, as much as like the current writer of the Zelda series, not Enji Aonuma, at least I don't think it's Enji Aonuma. Someone who's writing for the Zelda series explicitly stated that they do not like the old continuity with like the three goddesses and whatnot. Oh, I move faster at night with this on? Nice. Oh wow, look at that, I move so much faster. I'm just gonna say the same thing. Alright. Look at him go, it's like, looks so stupid. But yeah, if they don't like the old continuity with like the three goddesses and whatnot, and they just want to do, you know, the single goddess Hylia, why do they keep referencing the old goddesses? There are allusions and references to Furore Din and Nehru, even in this game. So they still exist. Just nobody refers to those three goddesses in particular anymore. They only ever reference Hylia. I don't think I can upgrade this armor either, which is a dang shame. Also, I'm not the biggest fan of how this particular Link costume looks. I don't like the rolled up sleeves look of it. Like the shorts and the rolled up sleeves. I mean, like, it looks better on, like, Toon Link and Young Link. Not as good on, you know... Hey, look, there he is. Alright, so do you have anything to say now that he's approaching? God, baby is tough. No, I don't want to talk to you again. And, like, I like the designs of, the dragons. I like them better than how they looked in Skyward Sword. They're also not even the same dragons. Oh, okay. The horn is glowing. It's captivating, okay. Shoot the flame dragon's horn. How did I forget? Okay. Oh no. Did I miss? Need to specifically hit the horn. No. There we go. You hear my rumble motor? Like, listen to this. This controller has a surprisingly good rumble motor. It's basically my point. Alright, well now that that's taken care of, how many shots can I get off on this guy? Oh, it'll only let me do the one. Okay. Where did you send off that thing? Is that it down there? Yep, that's it. I'll go to the shrine later. But for now, I will reset my sensor to do shrines. Just that way I can be pointed back in the right direction whenever I inevitably forget what I was doing. Because I'm gonna go get a whatever he just dropped. Also, gotta put the mask back on. What do we get? 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 Question mark, question mark, question mark. Can I take a picture of it? No. Then roll the claw. Also these things. Get out of here. Alright, so can I optimally use Rivali's Gale to get out of here quickly? Probably not. So I'm gonna put on... So how was your day? Mine's been going good so far, aside from, you know, the internet crapping out every now and then. 3DS didn't spontaneously catch on fire. Which is honestly something I just kind of expected to do at this point. Knock on wood. You can walk on this ground, Link. You don't need to baby crawl up everything. I honestly can't tell what I've spent more time in Breath of the Wild doing. Shrines? Probably not. Koroks? Probably. Climbing? Probably also. What has taken the most time out of my Breath of the Wild playthrough? Probably climbing. I mean, it's such an integral part of the game. Oh, the shrine's all the way on the other side of the thing. Neat. I only have one Gale left, and it'd probably be useful to use the Gale once I get to the very top. Okay. Full climbing gear. Let's go. You know, I've been looking into getting some bandanas for work. Just for where I work, it gets really hot, and you tuck all my hair in, so it doesn't get in my face. I wonder if I could recreate the bandana that Link wears in this outfit. That'd be nice. Well, I also have my bandana dyed. I wanted to look more like the hero's clothes. Still not enough. Okay, I don't think I'm getting into any combat anytime soon. I'm not sure if I'll be able to glide across without Rivali's Gale. I might be able to, but I'm not entirely sure. Come on, how much longer? Good enough. Yeah, let's put the mask back on. See you later, Rivali. Alright, now what challenge do you bestow upon me today? Can I land directly on top of this? I can. Too bad you can't climb these. Let's just be another minor test of strength, except then it will also have a second part to it. That'd be annoying, but I can deal with that. Oh wait, no, that was one of the trials for the one-hit obliterator that had the minor test, or major test of strength. It was like one of the only things I actually used the obliterator for. Yeah, it's the same text every goddamn time. Aim for stillness. Okay. Oh. So I can use bombs if I want to. So where's the loot? There's always like one bonus chest in every single one of these shrines. Where is it? Oh wait. I'm gonna need to send a bomb through this, aren't I? Or not. Okay. I don't see any loot up there. There's the loot. Now, how am I gonna go about getting it? Probably something like this. Oh, this is mad sketch. Okay, so if I had to guess, I'd say... Oh, I missed the timing on that one. Are there two fans? Okay, so this basically just keeps turning it on and off. I thought it was like it needed a constant air current in order to even... Oh, I missed the timing on that. Rip. Might as well do that and get some charge back. Made it. Didn't think I'd make that, honestly. Alright, that shrine wasn't too bad. I like it. Pretty sure I did most of it wrong, because I used bomb arrows, but then again, they gave me bomb arrows, so of course I'm gonna use them. That's the cool thing about a lot of these shrines. They have multiple correct solutions most of the time. Meadow's Gift. Oh, my phone just died. How about that? I thought I had it plugged into the charger. Neat. Like 3 emblems, and I get to refight a boss. Stretch. Stretch. Yawns and stretches. Alright, now let's go get that Korok that I marked. Because that's about everything I wanted to do today in Breath of the Wild. It's like the optimal, not the optimal, but a very good way to play. You know what? I need more white jelly. Do I have any ice weapons besides the ice rod? No. Okay. Never mind. You get the lid for now. Yeah, let's get this Korok puzzle done. I'll post all these to Twitter later. Oh god. So this needs to go up here. No, 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 no. It needs to go right over here. Yeah. And I'll post all of these later when I'm done streaming. Well, that's about everything I want to test, really. Capture card is working. Took a little bit of fiddling, but to get the colors somewhat better. 3DS capture card is still working. 3DS, on the other hand, has that awkward issue with it. Dazzle's still working. I was able to get the audio working again. I could get the audio working through the capture card itself and not need to run an aux cable to my TV's headphone jack. The problem is I need to launch Pinnacle Studio every single time I want to do this. And I don't know why. And the other problem is my aux cable, or not my aux cable, I don't have any means of getting Pinnacle Studio full anymore. Like, I can only get trials, and the trials have a time limit on them. So every time I wish to, or after like another 15 or so days, it's probably going to tell me the trial ran out, and I'll have to figure out some way around it. Option A is to create a temporary email, register to it, download the trial, delete the temporary email, and just keep doing this over and over until I get better capture equipment. Option B is to save up enough money to buy Pinnacle Studio again. Well, I never bought it in the first place. My friend gave me his disc for it, and he either lost his product registration or he lost the password to the email that the product registration was synced to, so I can't ever verify it anymore. Or both. Or maybe I lost it, that's also a possibility. So yeah, everything is still working. The only thing that's not working is the internet. And then whenever it decides to work, it works well. Then whenever it decides not to, it doesn't. Also, my CPU is only at 3%, so you know what I'm going to do now? Last thing I am going to stream here today. Where's the HDMI? Let's get rid of that. Oh no! Mario Royale is gone. Oh, I was gonna play around with Mario Royale. but there is now. Let's see here. How do I get this to show back up? That didn't fix it this time, dang it. Fine, we'll just display capture, BF. Cool, OBS doesn't want to recognize my main display. It'll recognize secondary display. Okay, I don't have anything on. Let's see here. So, one of the cool things about having this new computer is I can actually do a 3-monitor setup. The problem is my third monitor is also the TV that I use for my games. So I could drag this over here. This is what happens if you try to play Mario Royale now. Hello. Hello to the person in chat. Can't play Mario Royale now. It's gone. So the first time I tried to play Mario Royale, they had to shut down the servers because Nintendo C&D'd it. Then I played it a little bit after they swapped out all the assets. But now that I tried to play it live, there's this. Also, can I please get, like, you know, normal capture display to work? So I can bring this back onto this monitor. Alright. So, what am I gonna do with the stream now? Mario Royale is dead. So there goes that. I already know that this computer can play some games and stream at the same time, but I don't have anything else set up. I've literally tested everything that I have worth setting up. The only thing else I could potentially stream would be, or test streaming would be how well Android streaming works, because I haven't tested that in forever. But my phone is still charging, because it accidentally died mid-stream. Mario Maker 2 comes out in like 2 days, and I'm still tempted. I still haven't bought the vouchers yet. I'm not sure if Newegg still has that deal going on where I could get 2 $50 gift cards for $90. I hope it does. I hope I can, because then I can get the vouchers. Should probably do that either today or tomorrow. Rip Mario Royale. Also rip Etika, on a more serious note. Now on a less serious note, what am I gonna play? What am I gonna do? I still have time to stream. Ivan doesn't get back from work for another hour and a half. I don't know. I mostly just wanted to test and make sure all my stuff was still working to some degree. So I might even. Sometimes I don't know. Yes, there it is. Okay, good. Yeah, I'm kind of at a loss. Kind of at a loss indeed. Oh, I guess I can talk about some other things I tried testing. If I go back over to the Dazzle capture card. Wow. I thought that the me in the corner here was the same size on both, but it's not. Can I fix that in real time? Transform, copy transform. That might make things better, honestly. Just gotta find me. Where am I? There I am. Transform. Paste transform. Great, copy paste transform just does not want to work on this computer. Okay, let's do this the old-fashioned way. Go click transform, we're gonna hit edit transform. Size 398 by 248. So now I right click on me, I go to transform, edit transform. I set that to 398, 2 foot what? That's not correct. That is incorrect, good sir. OBS. If it was the same transform, then they would be the same size whenever I swap scenes like this. Like you see how it gets bigger whenever I go to the HDMI feed, but like not whenever I go to the Dazzle feed. Okay, what is different? What is different, OBS? What do you do? Position over. Right clicked on the wrong menu there. Me. Will it work if I try doing it like this? Where am I again? There I am. No. Okay, that means I need to manually adjust it and hope I get it right. Well, I guess that's how I can just like chat about life and other things. I can just manually edit my scenes in real time instead of doing this off stream like a professional. I mean, what? Go projector preview, throw this on monitor 3. Except I think I usually do full screen preview on monitor 3. Yep, there we go. Okay, so HDMI is that big. 4x3 is that small. Alright, so let's try fixing this here. Alright. HDMI is still bigger. I'm also going to take the Dazzle, if I can find it. Where'd it go? Chat. Quick. What did I name all this? Oh yeah, the Dazzle is named Please, because I wanted it to work. Let's rename that to Dazzle DVC 100. And I have to click on it, so I can move it over to the side of the screen. Oh look, you can kind of see right at the top here. Here is the text from last time I tried EV training. Whatever. Pay no mind. Okay, so then I click on me. And I'll try making it about that big. Now let's see if this is the same size on HDMI. HDMI, wrong scene. HDMI seems to be moved over a pixel. Either that or smaller question mark. So let's click on me again. Click on. I can't. Yeah. Very slight mouse movement. Move that over. I click down. And now looks exactly the same. Real-time scene editing with your boy Sunny, because I am good at this. Spoiler alert, I am not actually all that good at this. There we go. That looks better, but now the rest of the problem is that means the chat box is too small and the time is not synced properly. Well, it's not centered properly, I should say. But hey, at least I'm the same size on both scenes. I think. Close enough for now. Except I'm not done. What else should I do today? Oh yeah, I completely forgot what I was intending to talk about while I was editing this. So I guess I'll still edit this. I tried using that one software for speedrunning called AutoSplit, where I could have it set to look for specific frames and cue a button input when it detects those frames. The intended use for this software is so that way whenever you do something in a video game, it will automatically update your time split, so you don't have to distract yourself by splitting at the right time. You know, it'll always be the same split every single time, so your times will be consistent. But I was intending to use it as a death counter. So the reason why this won't work is because the sensitivity of the image, I cannot find a good sweet spot for it. I'm talking and not doing what I said I was going to do. Where do I have this thing set up? Name plus 1 ratio. Okay, there it is. Okay. Name plus 1 ratio. Let's make this. I don't want to make it bigger, but I want to center it a little bit more. Ah, no! That's the opposite of centering it. Okay, so let's see here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. There's still a very big gap there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. That looks more centered. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. That is a lot of that's a lot of negative. That looks better, but that's a lot of negative space. But the thing about this is, supposedly, assuming OBS didn't break again, it's not the same size. Okay, well, the thing up there where it has the time and it says Stuff of Sunny is supposed to be exactly the same size as how it says it down here on the HDMI corner. The DS one, on the other hand, is bigger because I actually decided to make it bigger instead of just centering it. If I wanted consistency, I would probably need to center it. So I'll see if the copy-paste trick actually works this time. Copy, not copy filters. Transform, copy transform. Oh, cool, I don't have that grouped on this one. So I need to take when I need to group you. Name plus when ratio. That name's already in use. Of course it's already in use. That's why I'm using it. No, no, no. No, no, I don't want to. Cannot use empty names. How do I ungroup? OBS, why you do this? Why you do this to me? No. I want to remove group. Ah! No! Ah! God dang it. Okay, add. Well, now it's giving me an ungroup option. Add image. Existing name. Great. Alright. Name. Transform. Copy transform. Yes. Where's name? There is name. Transform. See if this works this time. Paste transform. It pasted the location of the transform, but not the actual transform. Why? Oh, OBS. Oh, OBS. OBS. I made a joke. No, it's not Saturday. And now it's too small. Ugh. Now it's too small. It's too big. I said small when I meant to say big. Hey, look, I think I accidentally got it. I accidentally got it. Nice. Approximately, it's very slightly too wide, I think. It's too thin. It's too thin. Alright, now I just gotta fix the positioning of the time. Great, I forgot I can't use the arrow keys unless I pick it up with the mouse first. So is that correct? I don't think it is, but we'll find out. It's too big right now. Okay. I don't want to move it. I want to shrink it. A little too small. Just a little. Now I have to recenter it. This is why I usually have these two items grouped. So that way I can keep the ratio the same no matter what. Not dang it. When to drag it by this corner specifically. Now I just have to move it over a bit. So it should be, now it's a little too much on that side. Still a little bit farther. Real-time scene editing with Sunny because I've ran out of stuff to do. Hey, look at that. It's good. How do I take you? How do I make the bar move down again? There we go. These two are now grouped. it's the same size as it is over there, for the most part. Such a negligible difference that it's really only noticeable when I rapidly flip through the scenes like that. Except I think, is the chat the same size? It is, it's just, you know, swapping positions a lot. Okay, now I really don't know what else to do today. I fixed most of the visuals. I know what visual I didn't fix, but I don't know if I want to fix this one live. Long and short is, I enabled, I have the thing down here, it's the Streamlabs thing, and then my username. That page exists, so technically speaking, I can receive, like, tips and donations and extra cash, whatever you want to call it. I can receive that. I haven't really promoted all that much, because I just haven't. It's more of a, if people want to, they can, but I haven't told them that they can all that much. And I need to fix the alert. Because, how I have the alert set up, I could probably just tell OBS to do it now. Because I have a computer that's not crap. But I used to just have, like, a Firefox window cropped to a very specific size, and that's how it would work. And obviously, since I have a new computer, that window is not the correct size anymore. And I don't want to fix that live on stream, because I don't want to accidentally leak sensitive URLs. Yeah, I am now out of things to talk about as per usual. So what else is going on right now? GDQ's going on, and I didn't feel bad about streaming today because honestly I have no idea what games are streaming today. Well, I do know what games are streaming. I know that the games that they are streaming today are ones that I particularly do not care about and have not heard of prior to this day. Or prior to whenever I looked at the schedule. So I figured, why not, I'll stream today. It's mostly just going to be a test stream to make sure everything still works. Or make sure everything works on the new computer. And guess what? Everything works on the new computer. My next stream? I don't know. I was jokingly saying I would stream Super Mario Maker, quote-unquote, day one, but I have work day one. So, yeah, I don't know when the next day I'll stream is. And heck, even if I did know what the next day I'd stream is, I still have other things to test as well. Who knows, maybe Streamlabs OBS will work better on this computer. However, I don't think I'll switch to Streamlabs OBS because you can't do this on Streamlabs OBS for some reason. Whoops, I got to reposition that. You can't do slanted text in Streamlabs OBS. You can only rotate 90 degrees. Like any increment of 90 degrees. I mean, sure, on one hand, I should probably just make a better quick break screen. On the other hand, I like slanted text. Slanted text adds more character than not slanted text. I just haven't been able to implement slanted text yet. See, if I was like real cool, I could make a layout where like the chat's coming in at an angle, it's like all tilted, and like everything's all tilted. Some people would say that looks bad, and I'd agree with them, but it would also make me unique. Other than, you know, just generic, oh, here's the video on one side, here's the chat on the other. But yeah, that's basically the only reason I'm not really using Streamlabs OBS. That and all of the benefits of Streamlabs OBS seem to now just be in normal OBS. Like all the things that I would have wanted. Like again, unless I get like super successful streaming and I need to start tracking things like, you know, donations and subscriptions and blah 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 blah, then I'll probably swap over just for ease of access. But as it stands right now, you know, OBS is still doing the job just fine. It's going to be fun exporting all of these to YouTube, considering there's like 4 different parts that might be only 2 minutes long, because my gosh darn internet. Yeah, that's about it. Just trying to stall for even time numbers. So once more, don't know when the next time I'm going to stream is. It's not going to be tomorrow because I have plans. It's not going to be Friday or Saturday because I have work. How much battery did I charge in that time? Only 50. I'm only up to 50 from 19. Alright, fine. I'm turning my phone back on so I can check my work schedule. Like, I'm scared to tweak around with the 3DS and see if I can get the audio transfer to be louder. Because I'm honestly scared of clicking something and just suddenly everything stops working. Because Kasuketty. Okay. Phone is now rebooted. Mostly. Can you reboot faster so I can actually open up my schedule? Please. Okay, there's my work schedule. Oh. Right, I need to actually email my boss and tell him what days I can work next month. Well, there's nothing on the schedule for next Thursday. So that's looking pretty good. Unless there's something there and I just don't have an updated schedule. I don't think I have the most updated schedule. Oh well. Currently it seems like next stream may be next Thursday. Maybe. Subject to change, as always. Yeah, now I know that this computer can handle streaming so much better than my laptop could. So much better than this old tower could. So now that I know a few things about streaming, like the fact that I can stream games on my computer, I would very much love to return to The Sims. Question is, do I want to do The Sims 1? Sorry. The Sims 2, The Sims 3, or The Sims 4? I can obviously get The Sims 2 to run, and I could probably get it to run on better settings. The problem with The Sims 2 is that it's a buggy mess, and I need to install, like, a lot of mods to keep it from breaking itself, and then perform a lot of behind-the-scenes maintenance to make sure nothing is broken. The Sims 3 is an unoptimized mess, and I need to install mods to make sure it doesn't melt my $400 graphics card. Because it'll do that. It tries to run at 1,000 frames per second at all times. So I need to reset those up. And on top of that, because of the way Sims 3 mods works, I'd need to try and see if I could get it installed to a different directory explicitly for streaming. And then as for The Sims 4, I just haven't played The Sims 4. I have it. I have some expansions for it. I have it because me and my aunt kind of shared an Origin account for a while, and she gave it a try. But I've never played it. There are a lot of things that are missing from it that I wish weren't in it, or that I wish were in it. But then there's also one other Sims game that I'd really love to play. The Sims 2 for PSP. We have a PSP. I have the SD cards and an adapter to put an SD card into a PSP. So I can update the firmware, I can hack the firmware, and allow better video capture. I would love to play that again. And possibly do a little bit more with it too. So now that I know that this computer can handle the basics of what I'm throwing at it, like it did this entire stream at 60 FPS and my CPU is still only at 2.6%. On the other computer, it would frequently stay at 50%, just streaming at 30 FPS. I might even be able to go higher past a 720p stream. So yeah, for once, assuming the internet wants to stabilize, everything's going nice for Sunny. It's such an odd feeling, because usually my streaming endeavors have been, hey, no. Yeah, not sure if I'll be getting Mario Maker Day 1, because I kind of want to stream recreating all of my Mario Maker 1 stages. Or heck, I might just recreate them off-screen, because it'll be easier to use the touchscreen, and then stream clearing them. And I do want to clear that stage that I made in Mario Maker 1 that I couldn't clear because the gamepad was hurting my hands. I want to remake it in 2, clear it, and upload it for the world. That stage will live, but I don't know when. Not sure about... I know this one's a ways away, but I'm not going to be streaming Pokemon Sword and Shield Day 1. I know I initially wanted to, but I'm not going to. For 2 reasons. One, I made a bet with a friend that I would not buy that game Day 1, simply because I'm not interested in it anymore. I am not interested in playing the new Pokemon game if the Pokemon aren't there. I am very much on the bring back everything camp. Yes, I know all the reasons they gave for why they're not bringing back all the Pokemon, to which I say, those are largely you problems, Game Freak. All of those problems are things that you have set up for yourself. You can fix these problems, so that way they don't happen again. They don't have to be there. You can fix them. You just don't want to, okay? Hire more people. Make your models and your textures and your data in such a way that you can just copy-paste it into the next game. And that's all you would need to do. You don't need to start from scratch every single time. You don't need to remake everything every single time. It's called future-proofing. And then, whenever you need to make Generation 9, all you have to do is click, hit select all, paste, and you think, okay, we've got a new game to work with here. How do we make this different? I'm very much of the camp that every Pokemon should be in the game. They can make side games and spin-offs that only have limited selections, but your main series stuff, where hopefully your ribbons are, hopefully your, battle tower is, your competitive scene, where you want the competitive scene... Shut up, phone. Where you want the competitive scene to lie, where all the players are playing, they need to have all the colors on the palette, If you're gonna tell somebody to paint a masterpiece, let them choose their color palette. Don't force something on them. You can suggest, but don't force. That's something that I learned through work. Well, I knew this before work, but I have to remind people all the time about it because I work at a Boy Scout camp. I work on a ropes course. It's called COPE. Stands for Challenging Outdoor Personal Experience. Some people will tell you it's challenging outdoor physical experience, and yes, it's physical. You're moving your body, you're climbing, but I've always been taught that it's personal, because up there on the ropes course, we will encourage you to try everything, but we will never force you to do anything. It is all your choice. And right now, Game Freak is not giving the players choice. You know, Game Freak, Nintendo, HAL, Ape, Creatures Inc., that side of the game industry, they're some of the last bastions of not succumbing to the dark side of the industry. But now that I'm done ranting, yeah, not gonna stream Sword and Shield day one. I'm not gonna stream Sword and Shield at the very least until Pokemon Home comes out. Because apparently the Gardevoir line, or the Ralts line, is confirmed to be in Sword and Shield, so I can send Margaret up to it. But I'm not gonna play the game until I can get all those Pokemon. And the only reason that I'll buy the game before Home comes out is if they say, "Hey, we realize what we did wrong, and we're going to have all the Pokemon in a later update. They might not all come out at once, but we are going to add every single Pokemon with future updates." That'll be the only thing that makes me buy it sooner than whenever Pokemon Home comes out. But I am not buying it day one because I have now bet a friend that I would not buy the game within the first month of release. As for Animal Crossing, that's almost a year away. But I will probably try to play that day one, assuming I'm still streaming by that point. You never know. But yeah. I will love to continue ranting next time I actually stream. See you guys then.